Hello. Sorry, I was just looking at my watch. How very rude. Hi. Welcome to Sunday evening. How are you all? I hope you've had a lovely weekend. I hope the sun has been shining. And when it was raining, I hope you were somewhere nice and dry. But the gardens need it though, don't they? The gardens need it. I'm turning into my mother. That's what people of a certain age say as soon as it rains. But you know what? My mum is awesome. So maybe turning into my mum is actually okay. Anyway, here we are, Sunday night. How's Sunday night working out for you? Are you, oh balls, it's Sunday night? Or are you, oh brilliant, it's still Sunday night? I tend to pinball between one and the other. I tend to kind of try and do the la 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 la, let's ignore the week coming, and try and kid myself that Sunday night is endless. Of course it never is. So whatever your, hi, sorry, Teresa, I can't read and talk at the same time. Your son's back at school tomorrow. Oh, bless. Oh, that must be horrible. I mean, to have that little glimmer on the horizon that you might not actually have to go back to school until next year, and then having to go back, oh bless him. Send him a nice energetic yogic hug from me. I mean, he won't want it because he's going into year 10. That'll be weird for him. But anyway, it's a thought that counts. So yes, I'm very glad I'm not going back to school tomorrow. Whatever my Monday has for me, it's better than going back to school. So whatever frame of mind you are in about the week that's coming up, there is always a good reason to spend 10 minutes not doing anything, just being in this moment before we start thinking about all the ones that are coming up. So this is your opportunity to press the pause button on it all. And what the joyful thing is, of course, is that we learn to press the pause button here in moments like this, so that when we are in the middle of our week, we know how to press the pause button again. So we can carry on pressing the pause button for those moments when you need to get a little bit grounded, you need to be still, you need to just take a chill pill, as I believe the young people don't say. But for those moments when you need to do that, this is what we're learning in mindfulness. So, without further ado, whatever ado is, let us crack on with some mindfulness, shall we? So, get yourself sitting comfortably, however that may be for you and your body this evening. Remember that you can sit on the floor, you can sit on a chair, you can sit on the edge of your bed, you can lie down and do this if you want, but you have to promise me that you will not fall asleep. I mean, I won't know. But ideally we want these practices to help us fall into awareness, not just drop off. So get yourself sitting or lying or whatevering. Hands rest on or about your thighs, and just make sure wherever you've got the hands, you're not kind of reaching forwards and encouraging the shoulders to roll in. You want to try and be broad across the front of the chest. And I don't want you to feel like you're sitting rigid and tight. Just feel like you're kind of sitting proudly. So you want to feel like the top of your head is lifting up towards the ceiling, but that's balanced out by a sense of grounding down through your bum cheeks, through anything that is in contact with the floor or your chair. Once you feel like you are settled, you are going to let your eyes close. Let your eyes close. And then we're going to take 3 big, deep breaths. You're going to breathe in through the nose and you're going to sigh out of your mouth. So, big breath number 1. Breathe it in, bring it in through the nose and sigh. Good. Do that again. Big breath in through the nose. Big sigh, let it out. Good. One more. Big breath in through the nose. Fill up the space right down to your belly button. And then sigh it out. Good. That may feel better already. Still with your eyes gently closed. Now just let your breath do whatever the breath wants to do. So if the breath wants to be deep, let it be deep. If it wants to be shallow, just let it be shallow. But begin to try and find a sense of arriving into this space. And what I mean by that is, first of all, you're letting your body get still. So actually sitting still for any length of time is a phenomenon that we're really not familiar with. So it could be challenging, so that's fine, but begin to get still in your body. Like I said at the beginning, this is your chance to press the pause button. So regardless of all of the stuff that has happened in your day so far, regardless of what may yet still be on its way, here and now, we are pushing the pause button down. Now that doesn't mean that your mind won't wander. It will wander because that's what minds do. The good news is that makes you normal. So during this practice, when your mind wanders off, your challenge is to just notice when and where it goes, and you bring it back. Notice where it goes, bring it back. Notice where it goes, bring it back. And you keep repeating that. That is your practice. So arrive into this space now in body and in energy. And begin to tune in. For perhaps the first time today, really tune in to how you are feeling. Notice what you are feeling, notice what kind of mood you're in. And notice all of this without trying to stop it or change it or control it in any way. Just notice. Notice in this moment how you feel. With no judgment, no criticism, no sense of good or bad or right or wrong. It is what it is. Just notice it and allow it to be felt. And then let's begin to tune in to mind. Take your awareness to that space between your ears and just notice the thoughts that are rolling around in your head for you this evening. As you notice your thoughts, see if you can position yourself as an interested observer of your thoughts rather than the active participant. So what I want you to do is imagine that you're watching the thoughts as if they were clouds just passing across the sky, or bubbles floating around you, or even cars going up and down a road. Position yourself where you can be just the watcher of your thoughts. So you can notice them come and you can notice them go. You can notice that you don't have to get involved in them. You can notice that they are just the stuff of your mind. You can notice that you are not your thoughts because you are the one who is watching them. You can notice that as soon as you take a step towards a thought, as soon as you get involved in a thought, if you notice that you have taken that step, you immediately reposition yourself as the observer. Every time you notice that you have taken a step towards a thought, as soon as you notice that you have engaged with it, you automatically bring yourself back to the position of the observer. So we're just tuning into thoughts to build up that moment by moment awareness. And to also build our experience of just being the observer of our thoughts instead of the participant in them. So enjoy the experience of being separate to your thoughts. It's probably unusual for most of us. So as you've noticed mind, let us tune in to body. Just using different ways of bringing awareness into this moment. So now take your awareness from your thoughts and now bring it physically to the top of your head. And then taking a minute or so, scan down. So let the awareness just roll down through your body. And this time begin to tune in to physical sensations. And allow these physical sensations to be a short anchor of time for the mind. So you just notice the sensation and then move on. Notice it and move on. Scanning down, allowing what is there to be felt, but again, not trying to change it or control it, just simply noticing and moving on. Just bringing awareness to the physical body. And then once your awareness has reached the tips of your toes, bring it back to wherever in your body you could most easily feel rise of inhale and fall of exhale. Don't overthink it. Just bring the awareness to wherever you can feel rise of inhale and fall of exhale. Maybe somewhere around your belly button, a little bit above or a little bit below. And now allow your breath to be the anchor for your awareness. So just notice cool air coming in, warm air going out. Notice rise of inhale. Notice fall of exhale. Notice the lifting of the in-breath and the grounding of the out breath. And if just noticing the breath isn't quite a strong enough anchor for your mind, simply add numbers to the breath. So you count 1 on the inhale, 2 on the exhale, 3 inhale, 4 exhale, and so on, and you just count 1 to 10. So a few rounds of that now, on your own. Just following the breath with your awareness. Counting 1 to 10, if that helps. Good, another couple of rounds. Remember, if your mind wanders, just bring it back. As soon as you've noticed it's wandered, bring it back to the breath, bring it back to your counting. That's all part of the practice. At the end of your next exhale, let it go. Let the mind do whatever it wants to do. If it wants to think, let it think, but just be in this moment. Soak up these final few moments of just being here. Notice how you feel. Notice what you are feeling. Notice how it feels to be in your body. Maybe there's some stillness or calmness or a sense of being grounded or supported or peaceful or quiet. Whatever you are feeling, feel it, but also allow it to soak in. You can imagine it soaking into muscles, into bones, into every single cell. This feeling just permeates it all. And know that whenever you need to feel this, you have the power to tap back into this whenever you need, just by being still, focusing on your breath, just dropping into moment by moment awareness. Stay exactly as you are, but take one more big breath in through the nose and sigh. Allow your hands to either stay resting where they are, or bring them into a prayer shape in front of your breastbone. You can let your head bow. Think of 3 things that you can be grateful for. Just 3 things. 3 things from your whole day, or 3 things from your whole life. And whatever those 3 things are, allow them to lift the corners of your mouth into a smile. Feel that smile on your face, but send it out. Send it out so that it can also be felt by everyone in our little gang this evening who have shared this practice, and those who will share this practice in the future. Know that not only have you connected to the awesome place within yourself, but we have by default connected to each other. Know that it is this connection to each other that will get us through whatever the heck lays ahead. With that in your heart, you can let the smile grow perhaps even wider. Keep it on your face for as long as you can. Namaste. Thanks, gang. So today I was doing a little video for one of my amazing nieces. I have 2 amazing nieces. I am doubly lucky. One of them is a teacher, and I was doing a video for some of her kids. It will put them off yoga for life. I mean, none of them will ever step foot in a yoga class after this. Anyway, it's kind of, hopefully they will. And I finished with Namaste, and I explained it, and I thought, maybe I'll do that tonight. So, you might not care, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Namaste means, there's lots of translations for Namaste, but it basically means the awesomeness in me, that little spark within me that comes from the thing that is bigger than us all. So that little... I'm explaining it really well, aren't I? That little spark of awesomeness within me that makes me me sees that same spark of awesomeness within you. So it's a way of acknowledging the connection of humanness, of existence, of, like I say, that spark of the thing that we come from, or the spark of that thing that we all living things are connected to. It's like, I see that in you, and I see it in me, and we're all awesome. There's much more eloquent ways of explaining it than that, but I think you get the gist. So if you ever wondered what Namaste means, there you go. It's, I see your awesomeness, and I've got some too. Don't know why I'm doing that. I think it's time I went. So enjoy the rest of your evening. I will be back here tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, for more of the same, but slightly different. Teaser. So why don't you come on back then? Yeah, you know you want to. Or don't. But I will hopefully see you all very soon. Sending you all lots of love. Mwah.